Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you with me in my 2020 bullet journal setup. It's a project I've been wanting to do for years and I'm finally doing it. I hope you enjoy. If you know a little bit about bullet journal, you know they start with a key. For mine, I took my inspiration on Pinterest and I decided to do square symbols for my tasks to do, in progress and completed, or my delayed or cancelled tasks too. I also did a triangle for my appointments and a star for my important things to remember. Finally, a personalized symbol for my work. If you're starting a bullet journal yourself, feel free to use the key that you want and the symbols that you like. For the next page, I decided to do a quote. When choosing my quote, I decided I wanted something that was inspiring and will motivate me to accomplish great things this year. The quote I choose is, "It's the start of a new chapter, make it a bestseller." As you'll see, I changed my calligraphy through the quote to make it interesting and visually appealing. The other page is another bullet journal classic. It's the 2020 at the glance calendar, and I did this very simple. I just drew a big 2020 and at a glance another style calligraphy. After that, I started to write my months. I did this very simply. You'll see it's a long process and your hand may hurt at the end. If you don't want to do that, you can also print the calendar with the days already and just stick it on the page and you're all done. After that, I thought it was missing a little color, so I chose a dark pink and a beige color for my 2020. After that, I added a light pink on the days of the week. You'll see through my journal that I kept the same color theme. You'll see I chose a light beige color, a brown, and also a mix of a dark and a light pink. On the other page, it's my event of the year page. Since in a bullet journal you don't have all the months planned ahead, you can't write something you know is gonna happen in November. So I created this page to write my event in advance, and when I will be ready to do example my November month, I can refer to this page and see if I had something planned. Here I did even in bright pink and a little string of flags to make it interesting. On the other page, I did a birthday to remember page. If you're like me, you'll forget all your loved ones' birthdays, so I thought it was a great idea to make this page to try to be better at remembering my family's birthday. So I did this in a very minimalistic style. I just drew the months and traced a square around to separate each month. Here you can see that I did a very stupid mistake. I added an extra M in September, so it's September. I was very tired, I think, so just don't mind the mistake. Finally, I brought back the pink, so I did the light pink on the month, the dark pink on the title. The next thing is something I saw on Pinterest and I thought it was such a nice idea. It's a mood of the year tracker. Since I'm starting my journal in March, I know it won't be exactly a year, but I thought the idea was fun. I started by tracing my pixel box, so I did 31 days by 10 months since I'm not doing a full year. After I started tracing the year title in square to do the pixel effect, and I just traced the in pixel in simple calligraphy. After that, I wrote the months above my pixel box. I also traced a lot of squares and I wrote different moods to I have a variety of range for my different moods of the year. I hope at the end to have a rainbow effect. We'll see about that, if I'm more frustrated or I feel more nervous or excited. For the colors, I chose the colors of the rainbow. I like colorful things, so I'm pretty excited to see the result at the end of the year. I also colored the year title with all the different colors. It gives a nice idea of what the mood tracker itself might look at the end of the year. I added lines to the pixel box to enhance the pixel effect. At the end, I thought this page was missing a little more color, so I brought back the rainbow effect on the months above. I was very excited when I did this next page. I'm a person that loves to read, but since I'm in the university and I have a lot of homeworks and exams, I haven't had the chance to read a lot in the last years. So since I'm graduating this year, hallelujah to me, I think I'll have more time to read, so I did this page in hope that I'll be using it a lot. So here I drew some shelves, very simply 3 shelves, and after I started randomly drawing some books, I did different shapes and different heights to give a nice visual effect. I didn't count my books, I just did this very randomly until I was satisfied. The concept of this page is that you write all the books you want to read, and when you read it, you just color it, and it's all colorful at the end, hopefully. If there is something you need to know about me, is that I love plants all my life. I'm a proud plant mama, so obviously I had to have plants here. So I did 2 cacti and succulent type plants. After that, I colored the shells in brown, and I colored the plant spot in shades of pink and some green, obviously, for the leaves. My next page is for savings. I'm a visual person, so I like to see my savings, what I have and what is still left to have to reach my goals, so that's why I did this page. On the top of the page, I traced the saving title that I colored in a dark pink teen color. To see my savings, I decided to do a mason jar. It's a very graphic mason jar, there is not much about it, but I like the simplicity of it. I just drew simple lines and drew my 2 cents of savings. I traced lines on both sides. On the right it's for the date, and on the left it's for the amount of saving. A nice thing to do is to color the jar when you reach a certain amount of saving. After that, I traced some pink lines on the mason jar to finish it up. My last page is the bucket list page. It's a page where I want to put all the things I want to do this year or this summer, and since I'm graduating this year, like I said, I'll have much more time, I hope, to do some nice stuff, so I want to make sure that I don't forget what I want to do and write it here. I use a different calligraphy for the bucket list part and the 2020 part. I thought it gave a nice, once again, visual effect, and I used some arrows to give it a nice vibe, and I brought back the pink for the title. So here is my final bullet journal flip through. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, share it if you loved it, and go follow me on Instagram. The link is down.